New Year's Eve is here again. What better way to celebrate than a classic French win? Chateaubriand on the table tonight. That tender beef done perfectly right. A beautiful beef tenderloin, rich and divine. Buzz Cooks is showing you the way every time. Reduced red wine sauce, deep and bold. Prosciutto-wrapped asparagus, fancy but old school. Perfect for New Year's Eve or a date night fine. This dish.
Alrighty, you ready for this New Year's Eve or any special occasion treat? Chateaubriand. I got about a 2.5 pound Chateaubriand, which is basically beef tenderloin. And we're going to salt it real good because we're going to put this in the fridge overnight. And this is going to dry age this roast and make it even more delicious. This is a prime. That's before. And look at the after. How deep, dark, bold it looks now. Amazing. So, we're going to put our meter in. And we're going to pop this into the oven at 325 degrees. Looking for an internal temperature of about 125 to 127 before we pull it out. It'll take about just under 40 minutes. So while that's going to cook, let's prep. Our side dish is going to be prosciutto-wrapped asparagus. I have some thin sliced prosciutto. I'm going to do about 4 or 5 spears of asparagus per roll-up. Then I'll put these into my non-stick maiden pan and just have those on the stove ready to go. These will cook in about 15 to 20 minutes. So while the meat is resting, we'll cook the asparagus so we have everything come together at the right time. That's why you want to get all your prep work done while the meat is cooking. You don't want to be having to roll these up under the clock. Next, we're going to work on our red wine sauce. A full bottle of your favorite Cabernet. Doesn't have to be too expensive, but don't get super cheap. Put that into our saucepan. And we're going to bring this to a boil. Now, we're going to reduce this down 3/4 of the way, minimum. I added a couple bay leaves, some black peppercorns, and a few cloves of garlic. And we're just going to let that reduce till we get about right there. That is what we're looking for. That's about 3/4 of the way reduced down. So, our meat is resting. So let's get started on the asparagus. Put that on medium heat. While that asparagus is cooking, we're going to strain our red wine sauce through a cheesecloth into another container. Just like that. Then we'll go back and it's time to flip our asparagus to the other side. It's cooking up nice. Look at that, perfect. So, while we finish the other side of this, we're going to sear our roast. It has been resting for 5 minutes. I've got my hex clad, which I use for searing, pan out. Got the heat on high. And we're going to sear this roast all sides. Get a nice color. And that'll bring the temperature to a final 130, 135, which is medium rare, which is perfect for Chateaubriand. So while I'm searing this off, I can remind you to please like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends and family all about the show. Remember, a new episode come out every Sunday and every Wednesday. I appreciate y'all. Leave a comment if you can. Hit that bell to stay up to date on newest recipes. Oh, look at that. That is just coming out perfect. Wow. This is going to be an amazing dish. So, once we finish searing this, we're going to let it rest for another 5 minutes. We'll finish off our sauce by adding just a little bit of butter, about a tablespoon of butter to it to thicken it up a little bit. And then we'll cut this Chateaubriand, plate it with our asparagus. What we'll do is put the sauce down first, put the meat on top of the sauce, asparagus on each side, and you will be ready to impress everybody or anybody with this amazing dish. Better than filet mignon because it's cooked properly. Look at that. Perfect. Oh, God. Hey, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you had a great Christmas. Hope you have a fantastic New Year. And we'll see you soon.
New Year's Eve is here again. What better way to celebrate than a classic French win? Chateaubriand on the table tonight. That tender beef done perfectly right. A beautiful beef tenderloin, rich and divine. Buzz Cooks is showing you the way every time. Reduced red wine sauce, deep and bold. Prosciutto-wrapped asparagus, fancy but old school. Perfect for New Year's Eve or a date night fine. This dish right here says, yeah, you did good tonight. So like, share, subscribe to Buzz Cooks today. Hit that bell so you don't miss a thing on the way. New shows every Sunday and Wednesday night. Buzz Cooks.